Okay, this is when we're doing multi-step equations, and they're just like regular equations, only they might have one or two more steps. So let's just go ahead and do one. We'll just start with the first one. So we're just going to do number 1, and I'm going to go and rewrite it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is distribute this 3. And this x is just going to come down, just like normal. But when we distribute to 3, we get 3 times x, which is 3x. And then we get 3 times 4, which is 12. And then that equals 20. Anytime that you have like terms on the same side of the equation, you can just add them. So notice I have 1x here and a 3x here. So if I put those two together, I'm going to get 4x, because 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to get 4x plus 12 equals 20. And then now this is just a 2-step equation that I'm going to then solve. So go ahead and try to solve it for yourself, and I'll solve it, and we'll see if you got it right. So 4x plus 12 equals 20. So I'm going to subtract 12, and these go away, and I get 4x equals 8. Then I divide by 4, and I get that x equals 2. Let's just try another one. Let's pick one that looks like it might be hard. Looks like they might all be about the same. Maybe 6? Let's try 6. Okay, so we're going to do number 6, and hopefully you know what to do. You're going to distribute that -2. So this -2 is going to get multiplied here. So we're going to get -2p. Alright, this is a little tricky. This is -2 times -5. So in your calculator, take -2 times -5. And you should get positive 10. And that could trip you up if you didn't catch that. So now I'm looking, I have a 7p, and I have a -2p. So -2 plus 7 is 5. 5p plus 10 equals -5. And now it's just a 2-step equation. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. And I get 5p equals -15. And I'm running out of room here, but I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And -15 divided by 5 is going to give me a -3. That's a little hard to read. So p equals -3. Let's try another one. How about number 8? Okay, so pause the video and try it by yourself first. Go as far as you can go without watching the video, and then see if you got it right. So the first thing you should have done was to take the -4 and distribute it. The 7's just going to come down the way it was. But -4 times d is -4d. And -4 times -3 is going to give you a positive 12. And that's going to equal 23. So I'm going to rewrite this to make it a little bit neater. Alright, the thing that you're looking for is, can I put anything together on the left side of the equation? And so I have a number, I have a D, and I have a number. So I can put my two numbers together. So I have a positive 12, and I have a positive 7. Because there's nothing in front of the 7, so it has to be a positive. So that means I have 19. So I have 19, and I have negative 4D. So now it's just a two-step equation, and I'm going to subtract 19 from both sides. These 19s go away, and I get negative 4D equals 4. I divide by 4 on both sides. Oops, negative 4 on both sides. And I get that D equals negative 1. So I needed to divide by negative 4 because D was being multiplied by a negative 4. So make sure that you see that I divided by a negative 4. Alright, let's try one more together and then I'll let you work on some by yourself. Let's just pick, let's pick 10. Alright, so what you'll notice here is that they flipped it around and they put the equal sign and then 5 on the left side, which is fine. It doesn't change anything. So we're going to take 6 times Q and 6 times 5. So the 5 equals is just going to come down. And then 6 times Q is 6Q, and 6 times 5 is negative 30. Well, 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Then the 19 comes down, just like it was. I'm looking here at, both sides of the equation. On the left side, is there anything that I can put together? And I have a Q, I have a number, and I have a number. So I can put my two numbers together. So I'm going to put negative 30 and negative 19 together. So in your calculator, if you take negative 30 minus 19, you'll get negative 49. And then my 6Q comes down, and that can equal 5. Or I can write the equals 5 on the other side because it doesn't matter. I can say that it equals 5 here. And a lot of times kids prefer it to be in the order that it's written now. And it does not matter. Like, you can choose which way you put it. So we'll just leave it like this. So we'll do plus 49, plus 49. And these 49s go away. And we got 6Q equals 54. Then I have to divide by 6. And these 6's go away. And I get that Q equals 54 divided by 6 is 9. So Q equals 9. Okay, so we've done 4 problems together. And now I want you to work on some by yourself. And if you have any questions, raise your hand and let me help you. Or watch the video again. Or watch a previous video again. Because you can watch these videos as much as you need. And maybe if you watch them again, you'll pick up more information. Especially if you write them down and take notes while you watch them.